Hi there. This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon and my members on YouTube. Minasan, arigatou gozaimasu. I'm doing my good life meditation as I commute home on the 91 freeway, just about to intersect with the 55 South, the worst freeway in the United States. The traffic slowed down, so I thought I'd die down and go ahead and go for it. Stopped at Starbucks, got myself a matcha latte, enjoying it a lot. Anyway, this is an exercise that I do every day, a little bit after, a little bit after getting off work. Now that I don't have an office, I have to improvise every day, someplace to do this. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which I don't have any copies of anymore. I've given the last copy away. I have the last 4 that I'm going to be signing to give away are on their way. They should be here next month, and then that's it. They're all spoken for, so I won't be sending away signed copies. I've given away hundreds of those things. Oh my gosh, this is the last 4. It's kind of good to know that there's hundreds of signed copies of Going Alone floating around out there, all around the world. There's so many of them out there now that they're showing up in used bookstores. So that's really interesting to see. Pointing out, they say, hey, they found Going Alone in a used bookstore. Well, I guess that says that somebody didn't choose to keep it, huh? Oh well. Such is life. Anyway, I do this to remember the life objectives, like I said, and to go over the last 24 hours. So let's do it. The last 24 hours have been really, really good. I mean, I'm on my game. This sounds like a repeat of yesterday. What a great day of work. I was working on a complicated workflow analysis for the agency where I'm working right now. They've got a really complicated business process that starts at one end and goes all the way through to the finance stuff and then back around. It takes 24 hours. It involves dozens of people across various departments, and I documented that workflow, sat with all the team members, heard what they did, let AI interpret it a little bit, came up with a beautiful document explaining the workflow, showed who did what, identified where documentation and reports are generated. So what I want to do is I want to map this then onto this complicated business process that encompasses the agency's entire business model, map that onto the new software we're developing, so that we can do 2 things. 1, understand how the software needs to work relative to the workflow, and improve the workflow relative to the software, and between the two have a happy marriage of process and technology. This is, by the way, what I just described, that's what I do. I work for RCIT, Riverside County Information Technology. That's what I've been doing for the last 10 years, almost exactly to the day, save for the 2 years that I spent working as a project manager for the city of Ventura. Otherwise, I've been here at RCIT or at County of Riverside, basically, for the last 8. This is what I do. And again, like I said yesterday, it's a shame that I'm about to give all this up because I'm getting good at it. If I do say so myself. After years of imposter syndrome and years of really being not very good at it, all the effort that I've made to try to save myself from getting fired, which was a great fear I had since I've been back to America, has finally paid off just in time for me to quit and go away. So it's been a fantastic day. As Emerson says, do your work and I will know you. Do your work. And he is right. I feel so good when I do that. I hope I can find a good equivalent when I'm in Japan, when I'm done with my work. I'll find new work and I'll do that work. Yes. Nothing to report otherwise. Let's just do the Good Life Creed. 8 objectives and 35 principles. These are the centerpiece of my book, Going Alone. Well, the book has 2 pieces. There's the going alone part, and then there's the coming back. Going alone is the problem, coming back is the solution. And then the answer, which encompasses the response to the problem, is the Good Life Creed. Definite nod, tip of the hat to the Stoics, using those terms, the good life, those words. Anyway, it consists of all the best that I've been able to find in my years of living and exploring in terms of living the best life I know how. The 8 objectives, the things I'm striving for are: number 1, to be always ready to die. 2, and you can look in the book if you want, in the chapter titled The Good Life, and there's detailed explanations of all of these. 2, to make good and effective use of time. 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles. 4, to cultivate good emotional reactions. 5, to perform good actions. 6, to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities. 7, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. And and then 8 to keep my balance. The 35 principles are, in rapid fire: war, reason, homunculus, anchor hold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, nature, pirate ride, maturity, social principle, public speaking, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of offal, distraction, agency and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and the principle of fun. Believe it or not, each of those things has a meaning, and it serves a purpose in my life. All right, now for reflecting on the next 24 hours, my weekend has begun, so I'll get home. I won't go swimming this evening. It's too late. I'll go home, straight on home, in time to hang out with my dogs a little bit, then go out for a nice walk with my wife, have dinner. We'll watch a show tonight, get some sleep. Tomorrow will be the start of the weekend. Last part. Am I ready to die? First, 3 questions. First, are my affairs in order? Yes, they are. Are my relationships sound? Yes, they are. Is my life's work complete? Absolutely. My daughter is grown and my book is complete. I can die now. I can leave life at any time now. At least in theory. At least see how I can do it in practice. But the goal is without a single backwards glance. Big words coming from me. Let's see if I can live up to it someday. Well, now that I'm on the 55, it's going to start speeding up a little bit. I'll wrap up for now. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.